This is the B3RN and B3RN HD1 Los Angeles, the B3 Radio Network. In a world where car companies are numbered in the hundreds, Chevrolet, Pontiac, Honda, Mitsubishi, Kawasaki, GMC, Lotus, Toyota, Acura, BMW, Lexus, Porsche. You need to know the facts, the latest information for everything about cars, trucks, motorcycles, and ATVs. This is Speed.
Welcome back to episode 9 of Speed on the B3 Radio Network, Southern California's only internet talk station. I'm your host, Brian Bombarios, and my co-host behind the boards, Boontar and MacGyver Horn.
Yo.
And don't forget to check out b3radionetwork.webs.com, where you can call the phone number at 626-532-7154 or email us at speedradiob3@yahoo.com. And don't forget to subscribe to all of our videos on YouTube, Facebook, iTunes, and Twitter. And you know what's odd? I'll just mention it right now, dude. There's no recalls this week. Weird. It feels like I have to, but it's actually good news.
Today's missing something. It's
missing. It feels weird.
It's not right.
Well, there's other, I would say, at least in that good sense, there's nothing bad, right? But actually, I think you will be in total agreement with me when I tell you this story that Porsche, good company, right? Makes, you know, some. I mean, you gotta admit they make some good fast cars.
Yeah, they make some good ones, but kind of pricey on my opinion.
And also the body styling, not my thing.
No,
but you know, legendary sports company for manufacturing sports cars. But the engineers at Porsche actually predict manual transmissions could die by the year 2020.
I think sooner than that, actually.
And I'm referring not to the whole genre, but actually toward the Porsche 911.
Wait, the 911 is going to be gone?
Yeah, they said that there might not. By 2020, they might phase out manual transmissions completely in the 911. Which you would think that would be the one car that would keep manual transmissions, right?
Wait, the Porsche 911, the turbo, right? The Porsche 911 turbo?
The turbo. This applies to all 911s.
All 911s?
Yeah, here's the story. The manual transmission for Porsche, the 911 one in particular, it has just about 8 years to live. At least that's the personal prediction of one of the actual engineers at Porsche, where he says that a lot of it's due to sales because I guess what they have right now in the cars is a more efficient dual-clutch automatic transmission, which globally, that's 78% of all 911 Porsches sold are in automatic dual clutches, which is sad to begin with anyway. And with the 7th generation 911 sold with that many, they call it a PDK, dual clutch automatic transmission. He said with that kind of a trend, it's only going to get higher. So in the later years, it's easier just to have the paddles on the shifting on the column.
No, not the paddle shifters.
That's what it has. It has the paddle shifters on the steering wheel.
Okay, I will admit this. I'm sorry to say this, audience, but we're getting lazy.
Yeah, I know that too. But I have a problem with automatics. They're just boring to drive. I mean, in some cases, it's nice to not, move the, gears and all that. But that's when I want to be lazy. Actually, is when I don't want to shift. I mean, I have the GMC, the truck. Sadly, the big full-size trucks from General Motors, they don't even offer them in manual anymore. Or I would have bought my big truck in a stick. That's why I actually bought my little second truck, my little white one. That one's a manual, and that's pretty much the only reason I got it for. I wanted something that was a stick, and that was hard. That took me like 3 weeks to find that truck in a stick, because the ones that were there, either the engine didn't run, or the paint job. You were telling me a story about some guy that wanted to sell you an Integra.
Oh no. He was going to sell it. He wasn't offering it to me, but he was just gonna.
And this was at your class, right? Your automotive class.
But pretty much, he was just like straight out offering anybody for an Integra about. It was a 1990 Integra, so it wasn't that
Integra is
bad.
from who? Acura?
Acura. Then they moved on to Honda, which I found out is actually combined.
Yeah,
now.
The two companies are
nowadays,
sisters.
Nowadays. But he was offering it for about $600, I think.
It's not too bad.
Not too bad, but the fenders all caved in.
You were telling me the roof somehow ripped outward?
No, the roof on the door somehow bent out instead of in.
Like someone got a stick from the inside and
just
popped it up.
Like that, yeah. Or like the door jammed, he put a screwdriver there and pried it open, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then the other side, the passenger side, is kind of rusted in.
Yeah, I would say that if soon as you see rust on a car,
No.
take care of it. And if you're gonna buy it, just walk away.
Yeah.
That's what you call cancer for cars, is rust. Horrible, horrible
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, dude. I mean, that's the sad news that.
But it was stick shift.
Yeah, that's the
That's
only reason.
the only reason why I thought about it, because it was stick shift.
Don't buy a salvage vehicle. You have to go
Yeah.
through DMV and get that all cleared.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but it might cost you more money in the long run, unless you're
getting it as a project car.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're looking for that, are you?
not at the moment.
I mean, that's why I bought the white truck, because I bought the new truck. I'm like, well, I can't really do anything to it. It's new.
yeah, no, but not at the moment. For right now, I'm looking for one that saves gas.
Yeah,
That's
might
all
be
I'm looking for.
Another
right
reason why I got my little white truck, my little Chevy S10, because it gets 25 miles to the gallon better than the 17 that I get on my big truck.
At least you get 17.
Yeah, you get
I
what,
only
14?
get 14
on your Mercedes. Damn. Yeah, but again, sticks might not be in the future for 911s. Horrible.
They're getting
horrible
replaced by paddle shifters. Paddle shifting.
Now, this isn't official by Porsche. This is just one of the engineers
prediction,
stating what he says is the obvious.
Yeah.
But for a sports car, I mean, every time I've seen a couple of Lamborghinis, like at rental things, and that's like the only place I would imagine. Okay, like if you go to Hertz or any of the rental car places and you see a Corvette there, it's probably going to be automatic because it's a rental car. But at the same time, it's kind of like, no, either you I love what the Viper did. Remember that story I brought up last week? There no automatics, not even an option, just
Thank
stick.
You, God.
That's
you,
all
God.
they're
There is
make.
a God.
Yes, and you can check out all the previous shows and episodes at b3radionetwork.website.com. Now, I did want to bring up stories here with sales again. It's February just ended, so that's when all the companies release all their sales for the previous
quotas,
month.
right?
Yeah, the quotas. There you go. And again, on the top of the list, I brought this up, I think, at the end of January. The sales for the crossover SUVs. And Honda, again, with the CR-V.
Oh,
is
yeah,
back on top.
I read about that.
Yeah?
CR-V is still number one of crossovers.
It sold just shy of 25,000 vehicles in 1 month. Pretty good stuff.
Wait, 1 month?
And that's the second month in a row for Honda.
Oh, wow. That's pretty good.
Yeah, at the beginning of the year and February. So they sold that many.
I might have to rethink my opinion on Honda.
Yeah, actually, I'm looking at the CR-V. Not that bad. The picture's kind of funny. They just put it next to like this Tyrannosaurus. The Triceratops. It's like at some park with a statue. It just looks funny. It looks like the Triceratops trying to eat the car. Actually, I'll put the picture on the website. You can check it out at b3radionetwork.webs.com. Click speed and then click the show notes.
All you hear in the corner is chomp.
Yeah,
it's like,
but actually the CR-V doesn't look that bad. And the next one, number 2 down the list is actually Ford. They actually sold a little over half of 18,500 vehicles
compared to 24,000.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty good, but actually, Honda and Ford are unchanged from previous month.
Oh, really?
So Honda's still number 1,
and
Ford's still number 2. Yeah, take a look at the Honda, the CR-V. It's not that bad looking vehicle.
Oh yeah, compared to what it used to look like.
Yeah, and actually number 3 is Chevrolet's Equinox, selling at a little under 18,000.
Looking at this picture, it's like run, CR-V, run.
And for the Chevrolet Equinox, that's remained unchanged as well.
Equinox.
Yeah. And the Nissan Rogue, again unchanged, selling at a little shy of 13,000. Oh, a little over, sorry. 13,000 vehicles. And number 5, the Toyota RAV4, unchanged again, selling 12,500. And again, the one to watch in 6th place is, remember I brought up the Wrangler?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. They're still number 6th place.
Really?
Yeah, I actually would love to see that one up on the top of the list. I mean, it's funny. It's like one of the Jeep Wrangler's one of the only cars that's new, but it still looks like a 1988. Have you ever noticed that?
Hey, man, some cars are good looking as a classic.
No, yeah. But I mean, it's funny because if they went retro with that, it would look the same. You wouldn't have to change it.
All you gotta do is just change the bumper to a black one. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
Oh, you want to go retro? Okay, here. Black. There you go.
There you go. Also with the mid-size crossovers, the Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now there's a different list. Jeep Grand Cherokee is number 1 again.
Wait, for SUV crossovers, right?
Yeah, this is the mid-size crossover.
Oh, mid-size
SUVs.
crossovers.
Yeah, and they sold this previous month a whopping 12,000 vehicles. That's pretty good for Jeep, because it's a smaller company.
Yeah.
Subsidiary. So.
Well, it's coming back.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, yeah, you do remember that when Chrysler, especially when they were Daimler Chrysler, when Mercedes teamed up with them, they were making some really questionable product. They weren't making very good. With the dashboard was really hard. It looked cheap and flimsy. And but actually, I read a story. I think I might do quality stories, as in where they rate the quality and the endurance of vehicles. I've seen a lot of stories. I might bring them up from now on. Out
of like 5 stars or like a 1 out of 10.
Yeah, it's like there's like there's like a list of all the car companies, and they rate like which ones don't fall apart, which ones need like the least service, like the best in the group. And what's sad is the bottom 5. All the Chrysler group is in there. Jeep is in there, Dodge is in there, and Chrysler's in there.
The bottom 5?
And Ram is in there too.
The bottom 5?
At the bottom 5, 4 of those spots are all from Chrysler. The funny note I was going to say, though, if I was to bring that story up, I would have gone, well, you need to see Eagle. Remember when they made Eagle? God, Chrysler's had some bad years, like when well,
actually, no, the Eagle Talon, I forgot what year.
I don't even remember what models they made.
Yeah.
That company was just a joke, though.
It was a joke, but my uncle used to have the Eagle Talon.
No, I know there was one Eagle, a couple of Eagles I've seen that actually look really nice. Yeah. But I mean, it's just you know where the company. It was meant for the lower class to have a car, but you know what I mean. It was a joke.
It was an off-brand Mitsubishi.
Yeah, it was like remember when Chevy did the Geo. The Metro Geo. Though I'm talking about like in that realm, it's a joke.
I make fun of the Geos so much.
Yeah, the Metro Geo.
Yeah.
I've seen the Metro Geo, and then in the back, and this is from the factory. It says Sport. Number 2 on the list is the Ford Edge, and they actually boosted up from 3rd place from last time. So now they're in 2nd place, selling at a little shy of 11,000 units. So that's pretty cool. And the Ford Explorer, though, they went down. So Ford just flip-flopped their 2 models. So Ford Explorer last month selling about the same amount, 10,000. So
that's not bad.
And also...
But this is all within a month, right?
Yeah, this is just in 1 month. So that's some pretty good numbers to see. And also the Honda Pilot, this is a new entry for them. They've never been number 4. Actually, they weren't in the list at all last time. So this is all of a sudden it's burst in the scene, and the new Pilot. Yeah, the Pilot. And this one actually looks pretty good. This one sold a little under 9,000 for the month of February, and down 1 from last time. So it was last month in 4th, now in 5th is the Kia Sorento. Kia. And the ones to watch out for, because the sales are growing, are the Toyota Highlander and the Chevrolet Traverse.
Ooh, Toyota.
Yeah, there's that Pilot. Looks pretty good. Again, pictures at b3radionetwork.webs.com.
See Sorento. Oh, Pilot. That's not bad. Well, like I said, I'm gonna have to rethink my opinion on the Hondas.
Yeah, I remember last episode you were like,
The reason why I don't like Hondas, though, is because of the people who drive the Civics and they think they're badass. Excuse my language. But they think they're the best because they have a Honda Civic. And it's a front-wheel drive.
Yeah,
and they make it sound like the muffler's about to fall off.
Yeah, there is that group of people that do that.
Which I find really annoying.
Yeah, especially when you're like when you're not in your car, because my truck is really quiet on the inside. Like it has all the sound padding and stuff. But like when you're walking out on the street, man, a lot of cars are loud. You know, motorcycle, yeah, that's obvious. You're supposed to be as loud as you can, so that way the guy next to you says, "Oh, look, there's a motorcycle. Better not run him over." But you know, like a car shouldn't have to be that loud. Also, when they do like that, it sounds like. Have you ever put your hand on the back? Like, we should say this too. Both of us are now proud owners of. Well, I've had a motorcycle for a little while. That I have a Yamaha 200 ES, a BW, a big wheel. But you just got your first ATV a couple weeks ago, right?
The Honda TRX 250EX.
In 06, right?
Oh yes, 06. Yeah. Which I found out the only problem I had was that the battery is too small.
Yeah, you were saying it was getting it wasn't the correct size or something.
Yeah, because like I said though, when we put the battery in and put the little holder for it, it has 2 inches of clearance on both sides, the top and the side. And I'm like,
hey, it's interesting. Beer rack right there.
Oh yes, right next to the electrical.
Yeah, next to the battery when it's sweating. But then also, I just got another one too, an ATC, the old school before quads were made that they had to be that way. These and before because they were safer than flipping over. I will say it is actually. I went to the desert like 2 weeks ago to try it out. I fixed it up. Finally, I fixed the fuel leak because the fuel line ripped. I bought the thing in 15 minutes when I got it home because I got it pretty cheap. I got an 84 Honda 200X ATC, and I got it for $475 from an old retired guy that just kind of had it sitting there. That's the best way to buy your stuff because my big wheel, I got it from an old retired guy too. They know how to take care of their stuff.
Oh yeah.
But it has a couple of problems, but it's pretty cool. It doesn't use a battery. It's weird. It's a generator on the inside.
I always find that weird.
Yeah, it is weird. And then the other thing too is that so I bought it and then I get it home. I'm riding it up and down the street, and then all of a sudden I smell gas, and the engine's kind of. It sounds like it's misfiring.
Power, yeah.
And when the guy was showing it to me, there was a bit of problem. We had to change the spark plug 2 times. So I was thinking, great, I got to go buy the spark plug. It's probably burning the spark plug or something. And then I step off of it and I step in this puddle, and I thought I don't know, I dropped a water bottle or something earlier too. And then I step off and I notice, what's that smell? And then I look down and I'm like, great, the fuel line ripped. It just popped off. But I mean, the thing was old, you know what I mean? It's an 86. But some cool stuff. I got it working and fixed up, took it out to the desert, and I kind of did some turns and stuff. But yeah, that thing can flip over pretty easy. I didn't flip it over, but I can see why in 1988, the government said, hey, you're not allowed to make 3-wheelers anymore because they are pretty dangerous. But I bought it because it was cheap. Also, fun project. I mean, I have like 3 project vehicles now. Oh, yeah. I got that big wheel, but I bought that one mint. So that was pretty cool. And then, but I have the ATC now, my project vehicle, and then the white truck. I just put that ram guard. You saw me doing that. Good. Yeah, I just installed a ram guard on that thing, so that was pretty cool. So that's our personal life stories here with vehicles. Then what you're working on there? You're trying to clean up your Mercedes a little bit now.
I'm actually putting work into it now. I just replaced the bumper, cleaned up the inside. I'm gonna put some license plate covers right here.
Oh yeah. You can have my old license plate.
Yeah, and hand me downs. I don't care.
Yeah, well, they look good. I bought them for a lot. I changed my styling here.
But yeah, you know what I mean. I'm starting to work on it though. I did an oil change. I did a brake job. I just need to change out the back tires now.
Yeah, I actually have to check my brakes too. Yeah, it's a public service announcement. Check your brakes. If they start squeaking, means you probably have to change them out.
Oh yeah.
I have also truck sales. Go through that when we return.
Oh, hold on. I just realized when I changed the brakes, I got a set of 4, like pretty much 2 of them for each wheel, of Wagner brakes for free.
Okay, well, you must say the details when we come back. So I have truck stories. We've been trying to let us on the scoop on maybe some free brakes. And also, I got a cool story about the GTR for you.
Ooh,
I saw that
GTR.
And I was like, oh, Boonton's going to love this story. So we'll be right back. This is Speed, only on the B3 Radio Network, Southern California's internet talk station.
This is the B3RN and B3RN HD1 Los Angeles, the B3 Radio Network.
Welcome back to Speed here on the B3 Radio Network, Southern California's internet talk station. And like I said before, I wanted to go into truck sales here for February again. Ford is really dominating right now.
For trucks?
Yeah, the F-Series.
I can see why, yeah.
The Ford F-150 post sales right now is 47,273.
Why am I not surprised?
I mean, it's a pretty good. The truck does look nice. I'm not a fan of what they did with the grill. Not my real for liking here, but yeah, the Ford F-150 has made some good good sales for the beginning of the month already. This is they were top for January and February, and last year it was actually the truck of the year. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
It was last year's truck of the year. So they're still hanging in there, kicking butt. They half of their sales are I was talking about those V6 engines that they have in there that pump out the power.
Yeah.
What were they called? The EcoBoost.
The EcoBoost.
Yeah. Those engines in there. So I mean, the actual increase from last month, they actually increased their portfolio. Their sales 18.6% from last month, from January. So
nice.
Yeah, they went up. And then General Motors is in second place. They didn't see quite the numbers that Ford showed up with, but GM sold 32,297 vehicles in February.
Which is not bad.
Yeah, not too bad. And they gained about 2% from January. So all sales are still up, and their main one was the Silverado, but they do equate the GMC Sierra numbers in there as well. And in third, I mean, these two never change. It's always either Chevrolet or Ford flip-flopping back, but third has always gone the Ram. They just they like third, I guess, as long as they're on the board, right? I'm probably gonna get slammed for that, but hey, start selling some more trucks, and then be on the one, then tell me to go off the air. But there actually is a reported that the sales have been boosting up a lot. It went over 40%.
Oh, wow.
From January in February. The new Ram does look really good, though, and they sold 100 and... Oh, for the total with the year... sorry, no, that's for the month. The month is 23,282 Ram models in February, and that increased from... They're adding the 2 months, which would be 40%, but from last month, it was up 21%.
Oh, wow.
So from the end of last year, it went up 40 already. So it is a good-looking truck. There is the Ram right there. Good-looking truck. Nice and black. And in Toyota, being number 4, Toyota has never been up there with selling the trucks, though. I mean, they're number 1 or 2, have they?
I mean, but they're usually in the top 5, though. Yeah, top 10 at least.
Yeah, top 10. But I mean, there isn't actually too many truck companies out here. I mean, there's more cars where cars have a lot more of lenience of going. It could be a Pontiac one year. It could be it could be what's another company? I have so many in my mind. What's another one? Fiat. There we go. Like it's just there's so many products that they have across the board. But with trucks, there's only like.
Well, no. When you look at a truck though, you don't think Toyota, because Toyota's always like Camry or Corolla.
Yeah, it hasn't been until recently where they've been really popular trucks, and I think it's mainly because of the economy that they've really boosted up their sales. But also, I have noticed that truck people tend to be more brand loyal. And once you buy a truck, I will say you always want a truck because you just get used to being able to haul cargo and stuff. I mean, I bought my red GMC, and then I bought a Mustang, 95 Mustang. And then I kind of regretted it, so I got rid of that car and I bought a second truck. So I just like having that versatility. And actually in 5th place is Nissan with, and Toyota actually sold about, I don't know, the number's not really that high. They only sold 10,662 models. Or units, for the month of February. And I think that's including the Tundra and Tacoma.
Wait, that's both of them?
Yeah, the Ram and the Ford are only counting one model. One? Actually, Ram doesn't have any other truck besides the one Ram.
Wow, that's
this is the Ram 1500, 3200, but I'm not talking about that. Like, they discontinued the Dakota. They're no longer making a small truck anymore. They're just making the big boy, full size. That's all they're making now. And Nissan, though, they have made, what did they sell? They sold increase of 20%, so that's actually not bad, but they only sold, wait, this can't be right.
What?
15,000? No.
Wait.
That's wrong. No, sorry.
Wait, I was like, wait, if it's 15,000, how come the Tundra and the Tacoma beat it?
Yeah, actually, this story seems to have a lot of typos in this last one, or maybe it's my printer. My printer was dying. But they were in 5th place. So it looks like they sold. I can't find the number.
What is that though? Is that the Frontier?
I don't know. They have 2 of them, right? The Frontier and the Titan.
And the Titan, yeah. I don't like their commercials though. They're kind of. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There was that latest commercial where their a dune buggy is getting pushed by one, and it looks so CGI'd.
No. One that looked even more CGI was when the Titan was landing. It was helping in a 747 jet land.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. That sounds awful, man.
No, when I saw that, I was just like, no.
Oh God.
No. Oh, and then there was another one about the Titan skiing down the hill.
I don't. What is? I don't remember that.
No, like you see like the snow top, right? And you see a Tundra going. No, not a Tundra. My bad. The Titan.
Yeah.
He's literally going down the hill on the snow. All of a sudden, it hits a bank, jumps, does a barrel roll, lands on the ground, and it does a 180, and he goes, "Woo, yeah!"
Maybe that's why they're in 5th place. Stop concentrating on making commercials and actually make a truck that can sell number 1. How about that? How about the
I mean,
ink for that?
at least the other trucks they actually show the
yeah, I'm being
actual
kind of
truck
mean there,
doing
but
something.
I'm being kind of mean there, but hey, they're at the bottom of the scope here.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean, though, right? The other commercials, all the other trucks,
Actually,
they at least show them doing something.
You know what's funny? You don't. The one company I've noticed that really doesn't do commercials, or at least I don't see them too often, is GM. They don't like to do commercials at all.
No.
I mean, during the Super Bowl, yeah, that's when you start seeing some for the Camaro and everything. But because I watch NASCAR and all that, so they always have car commercials there too. But I see a ton of Kia commercials. I see a ton of Toyota commercials. Ram, I actually see a lot of now. But I don't really see. I see a Ford one every now and then. They always advertising the F-150 with gas mileage and all that. But I never really see too much from GM. They like to keep quiet, but they're.
I've seen like 1 out of every 100. That was it.
Also, GM in the news with the Chevrolet Volt. You remember that's their EV, their electric car, but it has a gasoline engine.
I've seen a Volt
propel.
in action.
You have?
I was driving down the freeway and I saw a Volt in front of me. It's not bad.
I like it.
Keep up with everything like that, but it's just after a while you just got to pull over and recharge the battery.
Well, that's why they have the little onboard gasoline engine, so that way when your battery depletes, you just end up using. It's kind of an oxymoron because true people that don't want to use hurt the environment. This is I think this is a car that's actually more involved with politics because General Motors got bailed out by with the bankruptcy stuff, right? And I think it was under the Obama administration where they pretty much were forcing GM to make a car that was very, good for the earth and all that. Because General Motors historically, they make a lot of bad cars, as in MPG, and they're not very environmentally friendly. They're not as concerned as Toyota is with their image. Toyota has a very clean image of being, they're pretty much the ones that invented this whole segment with the Prius and all that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I think the Prius was the first one to come out.
No, there have been others. General Motors actually with their Saturn. Remember when Saturn was around still? They actually had a car called the EV1. It was back in '95 or so, and it was the first. It was first for GM electric car. And they actually had them in a lot of test markets. There's actually a fabulous movie. It's a documentary called Who Killed the Electric Car. You should see that. It shows you all the political stuff behind a big company like that. Pretty cool stuff. But sales actually are not doing very well for the Volt. Yeah, so they actually have to halt production down for 5 weeks in order to get the slow sales to bump down. I guess they built too many right now, and now they have a sort of an overstock of them. So now they're gonna have to wait, and
that's gonna hurt.
I think in the story, it's 1,300 employees are gonna be laid off for those 5 weeks at the plant.
Dude.
As far as I know, this plant only makes the Volt, so the plant has to be shut down for 5 weeks, and so those guys are gonna be out. You'll miss about a couple of paychecks there.
Oh man!
And that's for right now. I mean, this could continue if sales. Hopefully, that California OHV pass will help, but that's only in California. That's not going to apply anywhere else.
OHV. Not offer? No.
Yeah, I know. Me and Boonturn, there's some OHV out here in California means off-highway vehicle, but I'm talking about the carpool lane.
Yeah. No. Well, yeah.
Also, I did bring this up from the break. Your little GTR, right?
Yes. What about my GTR?
Well, only in the Middle East does a $260,000 Nissan GTR make sense, right?
Middle East.
Yeah, in the Middle East.
Middle East. You mean like?
Yeah, where all the oil factories are in Iran, Iraq, all that Middle East.
So, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, apparently Nissan had just released a 2012 Nissan GTR VVIP edition, and well, it looks familiar. It's pretty much the same exact vehicle that you can get here in America, but there's plenty of real gold on the vehicle, like actual gold.
They put gold?
Yeah.
Like actual gold?
Available only in the Middle East. The VVIP is basically the European GTR. Sorry, it wasn't the American one, but the GT.
What about the Japanese one?
No, it says here the European version.
Oh, the Japanese one is much more powerful.
Oh, it is?
Didn't I tell you last time?
Oh, yeah, I believe you did, yes.
0 to 60 in like 7 seconds. Ooh.
With 4. The 2012 GTR from Nissan utilizes a vamped up 550 horsepower engine with plenty of personalization options, including 12 leather seat color schemes you can choose from, mix and match, and also an exclusive. Here's the thing: the VVIP badge. You know how they always have like the little badge of the name of the vehicle on the side?
Oh, yeah.
It's in gold. It's all customized in gold. There's
That's not asking to be jacked.
the front grill,
No, just kidding.
the grill
Wait.
outline, gold.
What about the GTR symbol? Don't tell me that's gold too.
I'm not seeing it here. Maybe that's the
Okay.
one thing they left in the plastic.
Okay.
Yeah, but there it is, dude. I mean, that's a nice looking car. But yeah, there's
Gold?
Yeah, there's gold. There's the VIP on the side.
Gold.
With the gold and the.
The front
Pretty much, it's just those three
gold.
things. I think it's just the gold is. I think it's 24 karat. Yeah, 24 karat gold. That's gonna get jacked.
Yeah.
you put that car in the garage, right?
I'll put that
might
in
wanna
the
get-
garage, and then I'll put like 3 cars in front of the garage as well.
You might want to get like the insurance policy on that, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and really quick, did you know that Nissan, they might relaunch the Datsun line?
No.
Yeah, well, out here in America, that's pretty much where all we saw Datsun is. In the early, I believe it was the 80s, Nissan wanted to emerge into the market, but they had problems where a lot of people weren't buying Toyotas and stuff because back then we had more of a thing about, oh, it's an import. We're not going to buy that. So they launched Datsun, try to make it more American, and it worked for a little while, but then they started phasing it out when they brought Nissan over here. And the Datsun won't be emerging out here, though. It'll be emerging in developing markets, and actually as soon as 2014.
Oh wow, that's pretty. That's right around the corner.
Yeah, what they want to do is put this like in Indonesia and Russia, like those kind of areas. And
but not here.
Yeah, and India of all places too, places where they can sell a car for about I think it was what? I'll try to find the price right now. Oh, about $6,200. I mean, a cheap car. That's what they want to make a car for. But it only gets like 37 horsepower. But out like in India and stuff, you don't need horsepower. You just need something to get from point A to point B. But that's what they want to relaunch Datsun, and as soon as 2014, that's pretty cool. But the main thing they're doing it too is because Nissan wants to make those vehicles over there, but they don't want to ruin their quality line by having all these junky little cars.
So they're putting it as
so
Datsun.
they rather Datsun's been dead here in America for years.
So
I think 2 decades. So hey, let's just bring our trash company and put it there, and hopefully it works. And really quick, I did want to bring this up because I know you're going to cringe at the sight of this, man.
Uh-oh.
Pink Ferrari. That's all I have to say. I don't think I have to do anything, right? It's a Ferrari.
Wait.
It's a
driver.
It's a Ferrari 458 Italia.
Wait, is it a driver or girl at least?
In the whole story, it doesn't really give anything. That's all it is. Yeah.
I mean, if the Ferrari was in yellow, I'd let that pass because it could pull it off.
Yellow, yeah, it's a sporty orange even.
Yeah,
even lime
orange.
green, fine.
Yeah.
Be cowy.
Oh yeah, but pink.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
no.
also, okay, here's my little thing too. You have a fancy sports car like that, right? Look at where they put the license plate.
Where I don't.
This is, I believe, in Europe or something.
No, right next to the light.
Dude, okay, yeah.
What?
If you're listening to it and watching the webcast, they literally put the license plate on the fender, on top of the paint, like something you do, when you buy like a cheap 1984, used car and it doesn't have a bumper. You kind of just like, stick it somewhere.
Oh man. Why?
Yeah, it looks awful. You can check out, I'll put up the picture as soon as this episode's released at b3radionetwork.com. Click speed and click the show notes and see the pictures right there.
Why?
They paint it pink and then they don't even put the license plate. At least put it in the right spot.
Yeah, right?
Some people don't buy the fancy $5 license plate frame, the bracket. But at least you could do that.
Oh.
Yeah, some bad stuff. It looks even worse in the back. I am Brian Bombarias, and behind the boards, Boontar and MacGyver Horn.
Yellow and black. That would be perfect.
Yeah. Don't forget to check out the rest of the network at b3radionetwork.webs.com. You can always leave us a voicemail at 626-532-7154 or email us anything you want. If you want to hear more about cars or trucks or anything like that, or what I would love to do is hear some of the audience, like what's your favorite car? Send us a picture of your car and I'll put it on the website or something. I want to see what other people do with their stuff. And you can email that stuff at speedradiob3@yahoo.com.
No, just kidding.
You're going to get hated. You're gonna get commented on that, right?
I'm sorry. I'm just kidding anyways.
This is Speed on the B3 Radio Network, Southern California's internet talk station.